So as Microsoft prepares to launch the Xbox One X this week, so far hands-on reviews have been pretty positive across the board. A lot of people praising the added power that it's bringing to the table and showing off the differences in the games that they've been able to see that have been patched with it. The one area, though, that seems to concern many reviewers as well as a lot of consumers, frankly, is the games that you'll actually need to have an Xbox on to play. Of course, it's going to play multiplats, and if you want the best looking multiplats on a console, then you're gonna need to buy an Xbox One X, but people still want to know that their investment is gonna eventually bring more exclusives to the platform, which by almost everybody's standards has been lacking lately. In an interview with Bloomberg, Phil Spencer says the company is moving to invest more in developing in-house games, and that will include either starting more companies or acquiring more studios to do so. Spencer acknowledged that Microsoft had pulled back from investing in new games in recent times, but that was all changing now moving forward. He reiterates, and this is something that we've known for a while now, that the company is focusing on active users now and measuring success by software and services instead of relying on hardware sales. Now, I know a lot of Sony fans like to pick at that and say, well, of course so, but you know, for that matter, Sony also just this week announced that they too are going to be focusing less on hardware sales and focusing more on software, services, and active users. They are all looking at the same sort of data, and they know what makes them the most amount of money. Microsoft is also looking beyond the X's release, and Spencer told Bloomberg that they expect to launch their own streaming service that doesn't require a console at some point in the next 3 years that's going to use Azure Cloud services. They said that they've been running trials since 2012, but are just now where they feel that it can hit the right place as far as the economic and quality levels go. So as far as my thoughts on this, they're the same as if you've been hearing me for the last several months, where Phil has been talking about investing in games. I'm just at the point where a lot of other people are. Show me, show me this money that you're investing. People are tired of being told about it. They're tired of hearing about it. We want to be shown what's actually happening. We want to be able to see results of these investments, not just hearing that they're going to be coming. On the flip side of that, though, I'm a very reasonable person, and I totally understand that it takes several years to make good games. You can't just walk in there, slap down $10 million onto a project, and expect that it's going to turn into a great game. I mean, that's not how it works. So I know these things take time. I just hope that he's going to be able to deliver, and deliver soon, because we've all been hearing this for a long time now. The other bit of news about games that is starting to make headlines today, however, this comes from an interview that he did with the Wall Street Journal, and here's the quote that has everybody gushing. In an interview, Mr. Spencer said his new role is designed in part to give him more latitude to reach gamers on any device rather than just using gaming to make Windows more successful. That means one day more Microsoft first-party games could appear on other platforms, he said, such as Apple's iPhone or perhaps even Sony's PlayStation 4, as its building game Minecraft does. Now, some sites are running with this with the headline, that Halo and Gears and other huge titles are going to be coming to PlayStation 4 soon. Phil responded to that sort of commentary with this on Twitter. He said, "Today we ship Minecraft on other platforms. We all know that. No plans to expand this right now." Which, I mean, really doesn't close the door on this prospect as I think some Xbox fans were hoping he would. Like, I think they were hoping that he would just come out and say, no, of course, first-party games aren't going to PlayStation anytime soon. And so, I mean, that seems like a really terrible comment to post 24 hours before the launch of a new console. Where, a lot of people are already timid based on the number of games that you need an Xbox to play. Like, it's already pretty limited, and if you're leaving the door open to some of those games showing off on a PlayStation at some point down the road, that just doesn't seem very smart. Some people are trying to say, well, this is the Wall Street Journal's interpretation of what he was saying, But, and I mean, Wall Street Journal has been known to post some fake news before. But if it goes according to what they stated, it said that he said, such as the iPhone or perhaps Sony's PlayStation 4 down the road. So I don't know. Hopefully we'll hear something else about it. But definitely not something I would think that you want to be, leading headlines 24 hours before the launch of Xbox One X. If you want to read more, links down below. Stay tuned right here and to videogamesandnews.com for the latest headlines. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Are you listening? Damn.